Hey YouTubers, it's about a week overdue, but I kind of want to do a recap on the Lieutenant Governor's debate. There is an expression that former Minnesota Governor and professional wrestler Jesse Ventura used to have, and he said that people govern the way that they campaign. If a candidate runs a sleazy campaign, they're going to be equally sleazy governing. And I think that that's at least partially true. If a candidate is sleazy and they do sleazy things on the campaign trail, you have no reason to expect that they're going to show integrity or competence after they're elected. During the debate, I kind of realized after about 20 minutes in that this race was going to turn into lesser of the two evils. And I still haven't realized which one's worse. I was embarrassed for Carlos Rendo. I mean, the Guadagno camp obviously didn't know what they were doing. They put the guy up there. He was stumbling over his words. He came off as very out of touch on the issues. And he kind of failed to justify his weight on the ticket. I mean, the guy got up there, and the guy has spent the last 2 years at least as mayor of a small town in Bergen County, and he basically failed to weave that into the equation. He failed to explain how his experience as mayor of Woodcliff, New Jersey, has prepared him to be the state's next lieutenant governor. And I think that kind of opened up the door for the vultures. And Shayla Oliver seized the opportunity to prey upon that. She used that as the starting point for her to go on and on and on about her 30-plus years of experience from local and county government in Essex County to her rise to become Assembly Speaker. And I don't want this to come off as a starring accolade of Shayla Oliver. That lady is shady. That lady is very, very, very shady. And there were a couple times during the debate where she got caught with her pants down, metaphorically, so to speak. One of the times was when she tried to recant her previous statements about prohibiting New Jersey pension investments in Israeli companies. At first she said that she never took that kind of position. Then when the exact wording of the legislation that she supported banning investments in Israeli companies came up, she finally came out and she said, I don't support the state of Israel because it's prejudiced against a lot of different demographics, and I don't support any organization which is prejudiced. I mean, it goes to show you how easily it is to pick off her layers as well. Now, the one thing that I thought that Carlos Rendo could have done, and it would have really put them in a snag, is if he capitalized upon their failure to take an affirmative position on the arbitration cap in a way that Guadagno did during her second debate. I mean, let's face it, folks. I mean, the state has saved over $800 million in the past, 5 years? Because of the arbitration cap and its predecessor laws, such as the superintendent's salary cap, etc., etc. Now, Phil Murphy's not a stupid man. He knows that if he takes away that, the floodgates are going to open. I mean, we're going to be back to the McGreevy and Corzine days when people are paying 10% increases over 3 years in property taxes. And that's not something that we can afford. Of course they're going to leave the arbitration caps in place, but they're not going to say that to the public workers unions that have just endorsed them and are prepared to hand them at least 3 swing counties. That's not the way that gubernatorial candidates act. Sheila Oliver, while both an assemblywoman and the assembly speaker, supported the arbitration caps. So, I mean, Rendo had a lot of meat on the bone, and he just chose not to do anything with it.